So what's significant about the UW-Madison engineer building funding not being approved by joint finance is because the UW system feels like they're almost in a pinch right now. They're getting roughly around 8,000 applicants to get into that school, but they only have room to accept about 1,200 students. So that means they don't really have space, which is what they want to do, is to build this new, to get hands-on experience, do more training, etc. And with Republicans always making the argument of, we have a worker shortage, we need to keep people here in the state. Well, that was what Democrats were also arguing as well. These kids are going to go elsewhere. They're going to go to school in Minnesota, Iowa, or where else these other engineering schools are. Also want to take a note on broadband expansion grants. We know this has been a thing Governor Tony Evers has, really rallied for since he's been in office and on the campaign trail last year. He's used a lot of federal funding to expand broadband, but Republicans rejected that. And JR, there is kind of a reason why they're approving and denying certain projects because of the look ahead next year and how specifically they're going to afford tax cuts down the road.
So what I think is going to happen with this thing, and when I pick it up from talking to people, is Republicans will spend a lot of money in the first year of the budget. They're going to put all their one-time cash or as much as they can there. The number to watch in the second year is about $2.2 billion. That's the ongoing revenue we kind of have to spend. That is your money for a tax cut, for Medicaid, and for schools. Now, schools, those are the red line for Tony Evers. You have to fund schools the way that he's happy with schools on the budget. Medicaid, you have to do. We can't just not fund Medicaid. They are rejecting Evers' proposal to expand the program through the Affordable Care Act and get all this federal money to pay for it. We have to come up with state dollars to do that. And tax cuts are Republican red line, right? They have to have tax cuts. So that $2.2 billion is your cap, because if you go above it, which you can, you don't have to stay below it. If you go above that, you create an issue in future years. For 25, 27, you have to have revenue growth, more revenue growth to make up that money to meet your spending commitments. By keeping under that cap, it's more palatable in the future years, and it sets up future legislatures to have more money to spend on tax cuts and other things.
Rewind. Your Week in Review is sponsored by the Wisconsin Realtors Association, bringing Wisconsin communities to life with great homes, businesses, and neighborhoods. The Wisconsin Realtors Association, the voice of real estate.